Hello, YouTube.com. It is me, Saji Sharma. And today, today, I have a very special video. Today, we are going to be scrolling on TikTok. Because I can do whatever I want, and you can't do anything about it. So, let's do that. TikTok.com. Yes, I'm scrolling on TikTok on my computer because I'm a real adult. And we're gonna...
Question number 1. Name me a type of soda.
I love soda.
Sprite.
Please.
Sprite.
If you said Sprite, you're out. Avoid saying the same
Fuck.
thing as me or you are.
What? What's up, baby?
Whoa, kangaroo cat.
Hi.
Kanga cat. Kanga
Word.
cat. Whoa.
Are you the one who edges? No.
No, I don't know.
Who gooned on me?
Whoa,
Is
they
that
didn't
a
say that in the
Speedy?
Lorax. I'm so glad AI is in our society currently.
Only boys are allowed to play these Roblox games.
What
Just a
Roblox?
video
I'm a
using
boy.
Just your pinky finger and you'll be considered a genius.
Military war, because boys can only fight. Girls don't go to the army.
Choose a color.
Huh?
Okay, red.
I think I'll go with red.
That's what I said.
Blue selected.
What the?
What?
Arsenal guns? Boys only. Too violent for girls. Girls can't handle violence.
Was it, guys?
What is
did y'all
happening?
chose?
I'm so
I chose the
stimulated.
red
My brain is so
color,
happy,
and
but
then
I'm
it
so
chose for me.
confused. Pranking subway workers with my Aztec death whistle. What the fuck? Holy shit! What the fuck? Wow. Gosh, TikTok. What an app, man. What an app. Why is TikTok not giving me the videos I want to segue to the next part of the video? Deep right stuff. There we go. All right. Crazy. This video just showed up on my feed randomly. I wonder what the video is.
Remember when we weren't allowed to eat inside unless we made a new inside and put it outside?
I remember COVID. I hate when we weren't allowed to eat inside, but we were allowed to make a new outside that became the inside. Because the more we were outside, the more inside it became. So there is no really inside or outside because there is no reality. This guy is so smart.
Women really
Look, he's back. All right. Let's see what he has to say.
saw their husbands come back from 12 hours of work, miserable and tired, and thought, gee, I want to do that too.
Wow, that's such an interesting thought. Like, why do they want to do that? You know, to like feel independent and do your own thing and be on your own and be able to sustain yourself without having that burden of not being able to. Gosh, it's just a lot of work. I don't know why anyone would do it in general. Why can't we all just not work, you know? This guy's really onto something.
To all
Man, he just keeps popping up on my For You page.
the feminists out there, being aggressive and rude and generally unpleasant doesn't make you a strong woman. It just makes you annoying.
Annoying AF. Feminists, take that. Because you're all just loud. All feminists they're always loud and they're always like yelling and their hair's always dyed. All of them, their hair's always dyed and they're always wearing those thin glasses frames and they're like nerds and they're just loud and they yell all the time. They yell all the time. All the feminists, they're really loud all the time. This guy knows what he's talking about. I don't know who this is, but he definitely knows what he's talking about. Who is this guy? John McEntee. John McEntee. John McEntee. John McEntee? John Macenti. John Mackin. John Megalulu. This is John McEntee, founder of The Right Stuff, a conservative dating app I covered a little over a year ago. A dating app which became unsuccessful in reaching its primary goal because it had an invite-only system. I guess John had assumed that people would be lining up to get into this dating app, only to find out that not enough people were joining. Didn't see that one coming. But not only were not enough people joining, not enough women were joining. It became a safe space for conservative men who were lonely. Not much unlike an incel forum. Anyway, they got rid of the invite-only system so they wouldn't go bankrupt and started posting on TikTok to, I guess, promote the app. That's where John McIntosh comes in. See, I didn't really understand the correlation between a dating app and posting conservative rhetoric until I did some research. Meet the dating app influencer who could help pick the next Republican administration? Whoa. On TikTok, John McEntee is an icon. 33-year-old Californian, 33, damn, he looks 50, fuck. Is well known on TikTok for starring in video skits that parody the political left for conservatives only dating app The Right Stuff. Okay. Former Trump aide once dubbed the deputy president. Placenta has been tasked with pairing political appointee candidates with the next conservative presidential administration. Wow. Project 2025. That is kind of wild. McEntee's TikTok presence and work for Project 2025 are not linked, he said, though it's possible he could bring some of that knowledge into the fold. John David McShetty II is an American political advisor who served in the Trump administration. He has been a Trump loyalist during and after the Trump presidency. He began as a bodyman and personal aide to the president. Damn, but was dismissed by the White House chief of staff. In March 2018, after failing a security clearance background check, which he discovered, blah, 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 due to debt-related issues from gambling. Holy balls. Holy balls indeed. Sorry, it could just be me, but I don't think you should be promoting your dating app by spreading political propaganda on either end of the spectrum. It should be promoted by talking about the product you're selling. But I think John is getting a taste of the fame and he's enjoying it. He's getting attention by giving takes that are generally agreeable to people that have little to no knowledge about whatever he's talking about. Because that's what conservative propaganda does. It's straightforward. It catches you by the mouth and it reels you in, creating logical fallacies so that a complex issue feels a lot more digestible and is deceptively easier to understand. So today we're going to be taking a look at a few of these TikToks, but I would like to go about it differently than just the classic, oh, you're wrong because you're conservative and I'm right because I'm a liberal. At least someone's laughing. Because that wouldn't make me feel any better than John McClane over here. We would each be heating our own echo chambers. Him on the right, me on the left. So this video is dedicated to any conservative viewers watching. I want you to know that I don't dislike you. I have no reason to. And I want you to know that liberals and leftists can also be performative and pander and create logical fallacies to get their point across. I see no point in creating informative content if I can't change people's minds. If you are creating content to make an echo chamber more dense, then what are you really doing? John McAfee, on the other hand, posts conservative rhetoric not to inform but to drive engagement and turn a profit, and consequently furthers divide. And I actually think it would be helpful to go through these videos with the intention of sniffing out the tactics that he and other pundits use, so you know exactly what to watch out for in the future. So today we're going to be playing a little game of the right stuff or the wrong stuff, where we watch conservative rhetoric and look for three things in specific. Is there a logical fallacy? If so, which one? Is there some merit to what the man is saying? And last but not least, does he do his innocent shrug at the end of the video or his mischievous smile? Because it could change the vibe of the video entirely and bring it from like a 10 down to a 4 or vice versa. Taking all the criteria into consideration, we will then be deciding whether the video is the right stuff or the wrong stuff. Are we ready? Yeah! Oh shit, how did the freeze frame turn off? Wait, I was frozen? You can't do that. That's prejudice. No, that is discrimination. All right, we live in the great country of America, and we're free. That's to do anything what I was trying to. It wasn't my intention. Can't not allow me to speak. That's just not okay. Love to have you on. It's just that time conflict, schedule conflict. I will not. This is. I will everything. Not, I will not let you replace me. I will not. I won't let you. These. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I didn't want to have to script out 2 talking parts. That would have been way too much work. Video number 1.
Remember when they put a trans woman in a females-only prison and he impregnated 2 other inmates? I remember.
All right. Classic example of this is bad, so all of it has to be bad. Number 1, is there a logical fallacy? Yes. Do you know which one? This argument falls under 2 fallacies: cherry picking and straw man. I say cherry picking because he picks a very specific statistic and uses that to represent the entire argument. And I say straw man because John is distorting the main argument of trans people by taking the heinous actions of this one person and making it seem like all trans people are evil, when that is obviously not true. Yes, SA is bad. But just because a man pretended to be trans so that they could do that does not mean all trans people would do that. And that is what John is implying. If you wear hats every day and someone with a hat kills someone, I'm not going to be like, watch out for people that wear hats. They could kill you because this guy with a hat killed somebody. Fear mongering that one bad actor will pretend to be transgender and therefore create an unsafe environment results in the continued disproportionate targeting of TGN-CNBI individuals for harassment and violence. She added that trans women are more likely to be the victims of sexual violence when they are housed in male facilities. Number 2, is there merit? Well, yes, SA and are bad, terrible, they're awful. But the way that John is presenting the argument, I'm afraid leaves there to be absolutely no merit to be found. And number 3, does he do his innocent shrug or his mischievous smile? Let's rewind a little bit.
I remember.
Oh, he does his mischievous smile because he thinks he's so quirky and cute, but he's really just a terrible person. All right, this is the wrong stuff. Let's move on to video number 2.
Liberal white women complain that it's too dangerous to walk alone at night, and then they sign petitions to release violent criminals out of prison.
Okay, interesting. Number 1, is it a logical fallacy? If so, which one? Yes, it is a logical fallacy. It's the straw man yet again. Why is it a logical fallacy? Because John is taking the argument that liberal white women complain it's dangerous to walk out at night. And because of that, they can't complain about prison reform and abolition. At least I think that's what he's talking about. Because he says, release violent criminals out of prison. I don't think anybody would willingly sign a petition that says, I want to release violent criminals out of prison. He's making it seem like all of the prison abolitionists want to release the criminals back into society again. And that is not what prison abolitionists want. See, if I didn't know anything about this topic and I was watching this video, I would be convinced that prison abolitionists want violent criminals running out in the streets. But no, all prison abolitionists want is the complete reform of the prison system as it stands today. Because we don't look at criminals or prisoners as people. We need to look at them with the intention of them getting better so they can be released back into society and participate within society again. I was confusing prison abolition with prison reform. Prison abolition is the complete replacement of the prison institution to prioritize rehabilitation and education instead of focusing on punishment, whereas prison reform is the idea of changing the prison system as it stands today. Either way, John is still completely incorrect. And John over here is making it seem like we want people stealing and killing everyone, and that's not what it is. So is there any merit? No, because John is completely distorting an argument and doesn't go on to elaborate at all. And his point is also just incorrect. Right or wrong stuff, come on. It's wrong. So wrong. And he doesn't even do his innocent shrug or his mischievous smile at the end. He does like a little head shake, like a disappointed head shake that people want violent criminals released in the streets. I would be upset too, but you're uninformed, my friend.
This is your reminder that if you won't vote Democrat, Democrats will flood the country with people who will.
He looks so content with himself. He looks so happy. That makes me upset that he gets to be that happy and I don't. Okay, is there a logical fallacy? Take a guess? Yes, dear God. Want to take a guess which one? Oh, the straw man logical fallacy. And also a little bit of the false dichotomy because he's making it seem like it's an either or kind of thing when it isn't. He's saying that if you don't vote Democrat, then the Democrats will allow in more immigrants illegally into the country so they can get more votes. So what, you want us to vote Democrat? Is that what you're implying by that? Oh, he's being sarcastic. and mischievous. What a mischievous little. Look at how mischievous he is. He's just. Don't you just want to? But there's a very common claim that Democrats allow in more immigrants illegally so that those immigrants can vote for the Democrats, when in fact it's very uncommon for an illegal immigrant, to go out of their way to illegally vote for a Democrat, because that is so much work. Cases of fraudulent voting by non-citizens do happen occasionally, but they are often the result of misunderstandings or errors. PolitiFact has fact-checked several similar claims from Trump and others, all inaccurate, about immigrants voting illegally in the 2008, 2016, and 2018 elections. So no, there is no merit to what John McCain is saying. And at the end of the video, he does his little mischievous smile. They're gonna flood in all the illegal immigrants and they're gonna take your jobs and kill you in your sleep. Wrong stuff. Absolutely heinous vibes all across the board. Nightmare blunt rotation with this man right here. Moving on.
We saw an odd person walking in Chicago, and my friend here asked, "Is that a man or a woman?" And I said, "I have no freaking idea, but it's certainly a Democrat."
Okay, that one's just mean. He's the Democrat because blue hair, and can't tell man or woman because society must have rules and you must do what people say. And aren't you all about being free and doing whatever you want? And of course, someone is going to vote Democrat if they stand up for their own rights to live as a person how they want to. Why would they vote conservative if conservative people don't want them to live? That literally doesn't make any sense. Is there a logical fallacy? No, he's just being an asshole. He's pandering because it's an easy judgment to make, and he is not fun at parties, I can tell. He does his little mischievous smile because he made a joke, he made an edgy joke that might that might piss people off, and people might get upset, but he doesn't care because he's edgy and he likes dark humor, and fuck you. Wrong stuff.
So the most powerful governments in the world can't solve homelessness, but they can change the Earth's temperature if you pay a few more taxes.
Interesting. Conservative propagandist gone woke? I'm conflicted now because that was definitely a left-leaning take. Maybe he's just gone so far right that he's now found himself left. Nah, no way. That is definitely a straw man though. Although I kind of agree with what he's saying. He is distorting this argument to make it seem like it's a lot simpler than it actually is. But corporations do not want to solve homelessness because they can't stay rich if there are no poor people. So unfortunately, there is some merit to this claim. Wow, why I got this overwhelming guilt, and I just feel like I'm gonna throw up. He does his little mischievous smile because he knows that this is a hot take for people that follow him usually, and conservative people, and blah, blah, blah. And he knows he's going to drive more engagement because he's going to get both sides of the political spectrum. More views, more money, right into his little tiny skinny jean pockets that he could probably barely fit his little fingers in, or his phone. And I know his wallet bulges out too, so you can see how big his fat wad of cash. You can see how big his fat load is. Right stuff. Right stuff? Right stuff? This is the right stuff? I guess, yeah, okay, fine. Right stuff. Let's move on.
So we're here at lunch, and we're talking about species that have gone extinct.
Can I hold on. It's just so on brand that a capitalist who spews conservative propaganda is eating out every video he makes. He's just consuming. It makes so much sense. It's so funny that he's talking about these big anti-corporation stuff and like anti-taxes, anti-IRS, and then he's giving corporations his money every single video. Sorry, it's just so on brand.
So we're here at lunch, and we're talking about species that have gone extinct. We have dinosaurs, woolly mammoth, the saber-toothed cat, and straight white families in television.
There's the kicker. That's what we were missing. It's so crazy all these things are extinct. Like dinosaurs and saber-toothed cats and white families in media because Disney's gone woke? I can't even see myself in new media anymore. Me as a white man with blue eyes and blonde hair. I'm not in television anymore. I turn on the TV and all I see is brown people, black people. How do I live? You know? It sucks. Is there a logical fallacy? Yes, there's a straw man. Why is there a straw man? Because he's taking the claim that white people are like dinosaurs because they're going extinct, because we're trying to bring brown people into media. We're trying to bring gay people into media, trans people into media. We're trying to make Rapunzel brown. But no, that upsets people because even though it's just a fan cast, the thought of that irritates people. It shows true colors of some people. Yeah, this has no merit. Absolutely zero. So this video is kind of referring to the Great Replacement theory, which if you don't know what it is, or you aren't aware, or you do know what it is, but you don't actually really know what it is, basically propaganda and a blatant lie telling you that immigrants and people of color are coming for your jobs and are going to replace white people. They're gonna invade and take over, and you won't have a place to live anymore, and you're gonna die alone in your basement, which is probably true, but the other parts aren't. This is most commonly used by conservative news outlets because they want you, the person who works a shitty job, lives in harsh conditions, to be angry at something, and not at them, even though they're creating all these problems for you. They want you to be angry at these random people that have nothing to do with you and are just trying to live a fruitful life just like yourself. So you get angry at them and you get upset because, oh, they're taking our jobs, they're taking our representation in Hollywood, and like, what's gonna happen in the next 10 years? Well, nothing is gonna happen to you. It's all a lie because corporations don't want you to get mad at them. They don't want you to get mad at them. At the end of the video, he does a little smirk. He goes a little, because he knows he's spreading blatant fucking lies. Wrong stuff. Wrong stuff.
This might be hard for the pro-trans crowd to understand, but when a 5-year-old says they're a pirate, you don't chop their leg off.
This cohort study includes data from 2016 to 2020 in the nationwide ambulatory surgery sample and the national inpatient sample. A total of 4,800 patients who underwent gender-affirming surgery were identified. 3,000 of the 48,000 were aged 12 to 18. 7%. You gotta carry over the decimal 2 spots. 0.0011% of children in the U.S. have undergone gender-affirming surgery. Zero merit. Absolutely zero. And you're right. If my child said they were a pirate, I wouldn't chop off their leg. But if my child wanted to be a pirate and they were a girl, I'd be okay with that, because I know you'd have a hard time. There is a logical fallacy, uses the straw man to distort the argument, blah, 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 blah. No merit. Big ass bite. That is embarrassing. Wrong stuff. Let's move on to the last video.
Remember in 2020 when a certain group was allowed to burn cities while everyone else wasn't allowed to go outside? That was weird.
That was weird. The irony of him eating in a Mexican restaurant and then being racist is just... oh my god. Jesus. You guys remember in 2020 when a certain group of people, black people, were allowed to burn down buildings while we, white people, had to stay inside? See how he's using his language to make everything seem much more divisive? Those people were allowed to burn down Target and steal. They steal. I Me, us, the nice, kind white people that don't burn things down, stayed inside like good little boys. What? Huh? First of all, people aren't allowed to burn down shit. They got away with it because they were smart and wore masks. Would you be dumb and not wear a mask and go steal and burn down shit? And fuck, if my heritage had been through that much oppression, 400 years of oppression, then yeah, I'd be pretty angry too. I'd be pretty upset. Oh my god. And I hate to break it to you, but white people weren't the only ones that had to stay inside. It was everybody. My friend, you weren't special, even though you very much want to be. There is a logical fallacy, straw man, making things seem more divisive. Everything is a straw man with this guy. Man, he's a straw man. Jesus. Is there any merit? No. He does his mischievous smile at the end, brings the vibes down horribly, horrifically, horridly. God damn, the vibes of this video are awful. Woo! I can smell them. Jesus. That is the wrong stuff. Wrong stuff. Absolutely wrong. Horrid. So there you have it. The phrasing of something is a lot less important than the substance of that phrasing. Don't become conservative rhetoric's next victim, or any rhetoric for that matter of fact. John makes very straightforward videos so that if you already have a slight bias towards the direction of politics he's discussing, then you will most likely fully agree. TikTok reaches people. It has the most unfiltered reach out of any social media app. That is why the US is so hell-bent on banning it, and will most likely succeed, because they're scared of something they can't control. TikTok is a place where people have the freedom to discuss things that no one gets to hear about. It gives people a voice. Yeah, sure, there's stupid shit on TikTok, but there's stupid shit everywhere. It allows everyday people to reach a community. I'm talking about things like minimum wage jobs, being able to show the reality of their terrible, shitty job. We can become much more aware of things the government does not want you to know and find common ground as working class people. Or people can use that power to push propaganda and further divide. People like John Macaulay Culkin, who knows that the conservative side of TikTok is an untapped market. You have to speak to people where they are, said, and I think a lot of conservatives are making the mistake of trying to be off of TikTok or being anti-TikTok, because that's where all of the eyes are, as much as people want to pretend it's not. So it is uber important to stay aware of the content you consume, because some people on either end of the spectrum can absolutely take advantage of the system and of you. Thank you for watching. I'm Saji Sharma, and I'll see you next time. Woke people, and they're trying to replace all of us, all right? But I, as a white man, will not take that. All right, I won't. Hello? Can anybody hear me? Who am I talking to here? Can nobody hear me? Hello? 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 Is there anybody there? It's not. Cleaning the nastiest rug in only 1 minute. Dude, it's so dirty and nasty. How did they get so much mud on it? It looks like Oreo pie, but I know it wouldn't taste good if you try it. Don't do it. The Oreo cream. I mean, no, it's not. It's not. Why are they using a broom? Wouldn't other tools be more effective? Why are they doing that? Oh, a different brush, different broom. They're getting all the soap in. I mean the cream. I mean the soap, cream. I mean cream. Now you can see the rug. Now you can see the rug. Washing away the soap. Washing away the soap. Oh, dirty underneath. You gotta clean the bottom. Always clean the bottom of the Oreo cookie so you can eat it. Cleaning it, cleaning it, cleaning it, cleaning it, cleaning it, cleaning it, clean the rug, 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 clean the rug. Oh yeah, it's almost there. Only 2 minutes. You said 1 minute.